Soren Kierkegaard once said that life is not a problem to be solved, but a reality to be experienced. He also said that life can only be understood backwards. As I lay there on the cold concrete, life slowly ebbing away into the great beyond, I began to realize just how true those statements were. I never thought that participating in an alternate reality game would be the catalyst for sending me into the abyss. But as the final shot rang out, I could only come to one conclusion: that this was indeed not a game. I started playing alternate reality games 6 years ago. Before then, I had no idea what an alternate reality game was. But the girl I was seeing at the time was an avid participant in the ARG community. She'd always be spending all her damn time in virtual worlds and on websites. Pale horse, she called herself. I'm more old-fashioned. I always preferred to stay grounded in reality. Eventually, she opened my eyes to the allure of suspending my disbelief and stepping into a world where the lines of reality and fiction begin to blur. With the utterance of a single phrase, I was plunging headfirst down the rabbit hole. I quickly became obsessed, spending long, sleepless nights translating binary and listening to the Morse code transmissions and meeting strangers in dark alleys. Eventually, she left me, saying I spent too much time playing ARGs. I guess she created a monster. Now, here I am, years later, following a 6-month-long trail of clues and riddles, ultimately leading me to this place called the Alley. I wish I could say getting to this point was easy, but this was one game that had me stumped 6 ways to Sunday. So I did what any frustrated player of dubious moral standards would do. I peeked. Hey, I never said that I played fair.
Pawn to e4?
As I leaned in and made the agreed-upon moves, the subtly sweet aroma of her perfume stirred something in me.
Check.
A haunting memory that remained just at the edge of my subconscious, always letting me know it was there but never showing its veiled face.
Checkmate.
Your strategy was magnificent.
There it was, the final code phrase.
Next time you have an urgent message for somebody,
Don't send it in a multi-tiered puzzle.
Maybe. Maybe not.
what do you think you're doing?
No. Come on, we gotta go.
Well, what the hell do you expect when you pick a place called the Alley?
You know, somehow I expected more.
What is that supposed to mean?
Of the hundreds, if not thousands of people that got mixed up in this, you're the one that passed every single test. I find that hard to believe.
Maybe I'm just that good.
That has yet to be seen, Mr. White.
How do you know my real name?
Maybe I'm better.
All right, Toots. You want to talk to me, or do you want to stand here and compare EPs online?
Maybe there's some spark in you after all.
As she turned to face me, a gentle breeze began to blow. There it was again, that cloying scent of perfume mixed with the smell of a full ashtray that had just snuffed out its final smoldering cigarette.
I need your help.
Help. What kind of help?
I need out of Knoxville. Fast.
Sounds simple enough.
Don't underestimate the order. After 6 months of investigation, I think you've learned that much.
Hey, the order doesn't threaten me. I've dealt with them before, and deal with them again.
Yes, that's because on the internet, they hide behind misinformation. Stick your hand into a snake den, and you're likely to get bit.
What did you do to piss these guys off?
There are some things you're better off not knowing.
Fair enough. Where are we headed?
In the train station, I have a contact in Nashville that can help me disappear permanently.
Okay. Sounds like you got it all planned out. That's great. But, why are we taking the long way around?
Because I need to tie up some loose ends first.
A long silence followed as I considered her statement. I began to wonder why she really needed me. There was something about the pleading look in her eyes and the sense of urgency in her voice, or maybe it was her perfume, that made me say to hell with it. It was all part of the game after all.
Don't have time for this shit!
stop.
Yes. Thanks to you and the other players, I can finally put this whole mess behind me.
And that's when it all began to make sense. The fact that she knew my name, and the fact that she blatantly broke the fourth wall. Months of code breaking and investigating, and here I stood before the person responsible for it all. She wasn't just the damsel in distress in this convoluted tale.
Puppet Master.
Congratulations, Mr. White. You won the game.
I think I'm gonna like this prize.
The way she kissed me seemed to bring those evasive perfume-laden memories into focus. The six-move checkmate, how she dialed 6 before the explosion. It always was her lucky number. The sudden clarity rang out like a gunshot.
You shouldn't have looked behind the curtain.
Pale horse?
You see, Thomas, I spent the better part of 6 years producing the perfect art. And then you and the other collective detectives showed up and found a flaw in my design. You found it, you exploited it, and you solved it in a matter of months.
What about the guy in the alley?
He's an actual detective, so he just stuck his nose where it didn't belong. It's unfortunate, really. But now I'm off to a new city, so I can put this failure behind me and really make a name for myself.
And I looked, and behold a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him.
I need you to listen closely. My time is short and I need your help.
Hello?
This is not a